Michael Jackson dying bugged me out big time. I was fortunate enough to meet Michael 4 times. First time we met him, we actually was going to do a record with Michael Jackson. This was in 86 or 87. I think it was 80. Well, Raising Hell was out. And we get a call, yo, Michael wants to make a record with you. And we're like, whoa, Michael Jackson wants to make a record with us? So we go to LA, Santa Monica. He had a studio on Santa Monica Boulevard. We were supposed to meet Michael at like 6 o'clock. He didn't show up till 8, so he was fashionably late. So we get to the studios, me, Jay, Run, and Hurricane. DJ Hurricane, who used to be our bodyguard, but then became the Beastie Boys DJ after Dr. Dre of Ed Love and Dr. Dre left the tour. So we in Michael Jackson's studio, and we sitting in chilling, waiting for Michael Jackson because he wants to make a record with us. So he comes. This one he had the Monkey Bubbles allowed. He had the Monkey Bubbles. Y'all remember Bubbles? Rest in peace, Bubbles. So Michael comes, and now we didn't really talk about this. Like, we never talked about this amongst the group or whatever. But I know what I was thinking, and Jay Runner Hurricane had to be thinking the same thing. He comes in, he got the monkey, he got the mask thing on his face. So I'm thinking this, oh shoot, this is Michael Jackson. Oh my God, this is Michael Jackson standing right now. This is crazy. He got a monkey, you know, and it was cool. So Michael comes in, he was with his assistant and I guess a cook, because he was going to cook us dinner. So he comes in, so we standing there, and Michael was cool. Like, his work ethic was phenomenal because he knew what he wanted to do. He was like, yo, Run DMC, I love you guys. Your guys' show is the best show that I've ever seen. Your delivery's ridiculous. I love the way y'all did that record, Walk This Way with Steven Tyler and them. So I want to do a record that's like Walk This Way, but I want to do a record that's like Walk This Way and Peter Piper. I was like, wow, that's cool. I want to do the switch off thing with you and Run. You know, how you'll do the backseat loving and all that stuff the way we. So he knew what he wanted to do. That was crazy. And like we was talking to him, and he did most of the talking, so we listened. And then he goes, oh my God. This is what he did. He was like, oh my God, Mary, look at their chains. They're beautiful. And can I see it? He goes to Jay, yo, can I see? And Jay's like, sure, Michael. So Jay takes the chain off. Michael had bubbles, so he gives the bubbles to the assistant, and Jay gives Michael the chain, and Michael pushed the chain on. He was like, yo, guys, how do I look? He was like, yeah, Michael, yeah, you know you're rocking, whatever. So when Michael takes the chain off to give it back to Jay, he goes like this. Now, Bubbles wasn't jumping at Jay, but when Michael went like this, Bubbles went from, like a baby would do, to go try to go in Jay's arms. And when, like, Michael's giving Jay the chain and Bubbles at Jay was like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, it was crazy. And then Michael was like, oh my God, Bubbles! And he went running over this went down. And Hurricane is my man. I love Hurricane. He usually cries. We holding straight faces because we knew we wanted to laugh. Michael's, oh my God, Bubbles. And he gets Bubbles back. It was brief, like 4 or 5 seconds. Then we briefly laughed it off. So everything went cool, but then after that, it wasn't tension in the room. But then, you know, we real nervous to move now. So they cooked the food. We had swordfish, broccoli, asparagus, and brown rice. We eating. Jacob's trying to say something. We gonna do this. Jacob don't say that. He said, no, I'm just saying, I want to break that. Like this. So he just looks at Michael and says, yo, Michael, the food is real good, isn't it? Michael, he's, mm-hmm. And that's what Michael did. So people, I think I did an interview in Spin Magazine, and they asked me what Michael Jackson was like. And I described it like this. Michael Jackson, outside of him being a great performer, singer, like there'll never be another Michael Jackson. First of all, let's stop. Oh, the next Michael Jackson. Don't even write that. I don't care who it is. There'll never be another Michael. That'll never happen again. You know, he was Peter Pan. So he was Peter Pan. And I remember the song when I was a little boy. 2 songs was dear to my heart. It was Ben, when Michael Jackson sung Ben, you're always running. That sincerity and that innocence, that's Michael Jackson. But also, I had this other record, I don't know where my mother got it from, but it went like this. I'm the little boy that never grew up. My name is Peter Pan. I'm captain of the little boy ship from Never, Never, Neverland. Peter Pan, who are you, Peter? So when Michael died, the first thing I said was, it's a publicity stunt, because Peter Pan doesn't die. So for me, it was unbelievable. Like out of all the people that could die, and I know the world thinks like this. Someone's like, "Oh, Michael Jackson died." To me, it was like, how does your eternal, your eternal fairy tale storybook, your blanket, your security blanket icon, like Bugs Bunny doesn't die. For me, it was unbelievable that Michael Jackson doesn't die. So it hit me hard.